Hello, witches and wizards! Oh, it's good to be back. I just had to take a couple of days off and just kind of... It has been a wild ride since Wizards Unite first launched, and then we're heading into the first Fan Fest, so I know that it's going to be an extremely busy time. I leave LA on Friday, and then I'm returning early Sunday morning. So it's going to be a quick little stop for me in Indy. I'm looking forward to meeting as many of you as possible. I can't even tell you how many different meetups there are going to be going on. I can't count them. I don't even know them all. I will be at as many as I can. There's a couple that I have obligations that I have to attend, so those obviously are going to get priority over everything else. But I will be there as much as humanly possible. And then of course at FanFest, I look forward to taking on as many towers as I possibly can and dragons. Like, I'm super excited for dragons. But before we get into this weekend, let's talk about the Back to Hogwarts Brilliant Event Part 2, which is going to start in a few hours from when this video goes live. Personally for me, I'm not gonna do really any of this until I get to Indianapolis because I want the stamps that say Indianapolis in my registry. So for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I'm just gonna do other things and try to avoid encountering any of the brilliant events. If you are short on time, that's probably not going to be the best strategy. I just feel like there's going to be enough going on at FanFest that I will have the opportunity to wipe that out. Most people can knock it out in a day or two. So as long as I get those first encounters at the event, I'm completely cool with that. And then if I need to finish them up back here in Los Angeles, then I will do as I need to do. But I am looking forward to having some additional cities represented in my registries. Now let's talk about the brilliant event where you're going to get 6 new Foundables. There's only one going to be in the wild. That is going to be the brilliant sorting hat. But just remember, the 4 Hogwarts students from week 1's event will still be on the map, so you can find those as well as the sorting hat. Additionally, we're going to have a brilliant Hogsmeade sign that is going to be available through Portkey, so make sure that you are picking up those 3K Portkeys on the ground. Personally for me, I've left spots open in my Portkey portmanteau holder just for week 2 of this event. You're going to have the brilliant Hogwarts boat that is going to be obtained through Wizarding Challenges, and then you're going to have the winged wild boar statue, the carriage, and the Thestral brilliant Foundables that are going to be unlocked through doing the event task completion. Now just remember, all this has come from, like, it's not official, so any of it could change. There could be some tweaks to it that we just don't quite know yet, but to the best of our knowledge, currently, when I'm recording this video, this is the information that we have. I just want to put that disclaimer out there just in case they decide to change things up a little bit. It looks like the same as all the other brilliant events. We're going to have 4 different levels of task completion. They are going to include such tasks as returning Foundables. You're going to have to return some high threat levels and some medium threat levels. Now, just remember, for those high threat levels, oddities are your friend. They don't flee, and they're pretty easy to spot with the yellow beacon of light if you are so looking for those. As far as the medium threat level Foundables go that you could potentially have to find, I would say go to nests. Nests are going to be the areas that are marked with a flag, or typically any park, even if not marked with a flag, is going to be a nest. However, I am hesitant to say this because for the first week of this event, it appeared that nests with flags and in parks were turned off because brilliant spawns don't spawn in those areas typically, but they were this time. And when they were spawning in those areas, the medium threat level, if it is from the family that is not represented by the flag, didn't necessarily hold true for that. So I'm gonna say that probably this is going to be the way to do it, but if you get to a nest and you're seeing just completely wild and random and like a wide array of spawns within an area that is typically flagged off with primarily one specific Foundable, then this trick is not going to work for week 2, similar to the way it did not work for week 1. Additional tasks that you could be looking at doing are brewing potions, using potions, picking up items off the map, all things that you're going to be doing in your daily grind anyways that you do for your daily missions, so nothing new there. You're going to probably have to unlock some port keys. In fact, in order to get the Hogsmeade sign, those are going to come out of Portkeys. They are 3K distance, which is nice for the more casual players, where 7K just seemed like a little bit too much. In week 1, we had to unlock 5, so 5 times 3 is you're looking at about 15 kilometers over the course of 7 days. One thing to keep in mind here is if you have any remaining 3K port keys from week 1, they are still going to return Foundables that were available during week 1. I think that was the trolley, if I'm not mistaken. Those need to be cleared out, and they don't even need to be cleared out, but port keys will not work for week 2. You're going to have to find new 3K port keys, and since there's no way to distinguish which is which, just make sure you know before the event goes on what you have in your inventory. Finally, one of the tasks that we're probably going to have to do is defeat foes in the Wizarding Challenge. That is also going to bring you the Hogwarts boat, so keep that in mind. Make sure you have some runestones saved up. A good thing that these brilliant events bring to us is the opportunity to get a lot of scrolls. You get 5 instead of 4 whenever completing the XP, the class XP up at the top. Additionally, those runestones make it easy so that you can spam out some battles. When you do have to unlock the Hogwarts boat, you are going to need to use any of the Back to Hogwarts brilliant runestones, even ones that you picked up from week 1. So there you have it. That should be enough to get you off and running for this newest event. This makes more green restricted books if you are an Auror. If you are a Magizoologist, you're probably getting extremely close to being able to complete the restricted green books section of your profession skill tree. But unfortunately, you've got a long way to go on those red books. Me as a professor, I'm a little bit further away on the green restricted books because I need more of them than the other 2 professions. The trade-off is I need less of those red books. So as I continue to grind, I will continue to slowly make progress towards completing the first section, which is still going to take many months at the current rate. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you found it informative. Let me know in the comments below anything that has changed so I can make sure to note that in tomorrow's video if there were any changes. So there you go. Of all the brilliant events that we've had so far, which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. That's all I've got for this one. So until next time.